Okay, so here we are. We have put the battery in and we've switched it on, and normally the camera would then just intuitively take you through various things like language and setting the time, etc. And we would dearly have loved to show you that. However, there was what's known as a technical error, and so we have burnt our bridges on that one. We can only do it once, and we've done it once, and so we now have to go back and pretend that we're doing it for the first time all over again. So here we are on language, which will be the first thing that would pop up, and obviously we press OK on the multi-selector dial. If you look at the multi-selector dial, you'll see that there are 8 markings on it, but in fact really all you're interested in are the arrows. So you've got pointers basically north, south, east and west, and the OK button in the middle. So obviously English is our preferred language, so we OK that, and then we would go to the time zone. That would pop up for you automatically pretty much anyway. So we'll do the time zone. As you can see here, it's London, Casablanca. If you wanted to move east or west, then it's left or right on the pointer, and it takes you through. We're not in Islamabad or Istanbul. We are in fact in London, or at least that time zone, so we would OK that. And then we would go to date and time. This actually is where we cocked up last time, but if you can see, we are on 2012, we're in December, it is the 19th, and we couldn't remember what the time was. What's the time?
25 to 11.
20, oh, that's 10. Is it 24 hours? Oh yes, so that'd be 22, 35, do we care about seconds? Probably not, so let's just say that, and OK it. Now we go on to the date format, and we like day, month and year I think, so we'll go into that, and then daylight saving time, which we've decided to put on. So that's that. It gives you the details at the bottom of what we've done, and if we click, oh no, and then we can go back pressing the left hand or westerly pointing arrow. So we've done time zone and date and language. They're the main things that pop up, but as you can see as we go down the setup menu, there are various other things that need to be dealt with, and also things that go here, which for example we might want to have a look at, like image quality, which is also another thing that usually pops up. As you can see here, it's on JPEG normal. I think in most cases you would probably want to be on JPEG normal or fine. The RAW files, which are really very impressive and are very useful for fine detail photography, you might want to drift into rather than jump into straight away. The half and half is to choose the top option, which is to do the RAW file and the JPEG fine. That gives you the option of using either the RAW file or the JPEG, because the camera will save the photograph as both a RAW file and a JPEG. That obviously has memory implications in terms of storage, but I would start off with JPEG fine, move into RAW plus JPEG before you go into RAW feed first. So I would click on that. Image size, probably large, why not, go for it. And then set the white balance. Now setting the white balance is not too difficult, provided you know in what circumstances you are going to be shooting. If you don't, probably the best thing to do is just to leave it on auto. There are instructions in the manual about whether you should use it and how you should use it with fluorescent light and direct sunlight. We will go into that at a later date, but just for the basic setup, it's worth just setting it up as an auto. Bear in mind, of course, that if you need to, you can either change it in the in-camera editing software, which is available in this camera, or if you download it onto a laptop or to a desktop, then you can change it using any of the picture editing software like Photoshop or GIMP. So that's okay. And I think you're pretty much there in terms of the initial setup.